Okay.
Okay. It's 9:03. I will call our meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Bobbit.
Here.
Wrong.
Here.
Hess.
Here.
We do have a quorum. Let's bow our head in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather here today, dear Lord, we let us be remember in you and the season that we are entering into, that we get our hearts prepared for the arrival of the birth of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, dear Lord. I ask that you be with our men and our women out there that are in the armed forces. Give them guidance, protection as their families wait for them to come home. I ask that you be from our leaders, our president, our congressmen, and all the way down to our local officials, dear Lord, and help us as in our daily lives to serve you, and that what we do that will be pleasing to you. Be with all of those who are traveling during this month, and ask that you bring them home safe and sound back to their family. I ask this all in my precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Max, would you lead us in our
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I acknowledge that the agenda was properly posted in accordance with the Open Meeting Act. It's okay, we're going to go ahead and just open up the excise board.
Move we open your meeting.
I like that.
Yes. Okay, roll call. Lamb.
Here.
Alvin Jones is absent, and Rob Ander. We do have a quorum. And I acknowledge that the agenda was properly posted in accordance to the Open Meeting Act.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that.
Hess moved. Wrong seconded. To approve the minutes from the November 26, 2018 regular meeting. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, I needed to abstain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Cindy, I
abstained.
forgot. I'm sorry. My mind's racing on you
Yeah,
this
I
morning.
got it.
Motion carried.
Do what now?
I printed out the one for publication, so I have to stop it. Unless you guys just want to sign under there, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you bring us that over.
Yeah, it'll just take a second.
Comments from the public on the below agenda items?
On the item number I, the resolution on retroactive pay increase for general budget officers, I would just ask that the Board of County Commissioners would consider that officers not take that increase in their salary this year, because our employees did not get their increase, and I think it might be good if we led by example and let them know that we're as loyal to them as they are to us. I think that might help them.
Thank you for your comment. Okay, any other comments?
I make a motion to review transfer and appropriations.
I'll second that.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to review the transfer of appropriations. All in favor?
Bobbit. Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
All ayes, motion carried.
These are, again, Lamont Fire Department. We have two payment, one for the, we have payment application number 6, and I have it here. It has been approved by
Okay.
the architect and by Jim Aldridge.
Okay.
And I do have all that documentation.
Okay. So the first one is from the Lamont Fire Department M&O to their capital outlay for $66,544.18. It is on payment on the building of the
Do you want to make a motion
Yes.
to approve the minutes?
I move to approve our November 5th Excise Equalization Board meeting
Do you have a
minutes.
second?
Second.
Rob Bender moved and seconded to approve the regular minutes of November 5th, 2018 as presented. All in favor, Lamb?
Aye.
Rob Bender?
Aye.
Jones absent, motion carried.
And the second one is for the Lamont Fire Department again on their building from M&O to capital outlay for $4,325.47. Cindy, these are not signed by.
Oh, I got them this morning, I just printed them.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not signed.
Yeah,
Same
I
one.
got them this morning, because I emailed them.
Yeah.
So, they're here, okay? I just printed them out, I thought I carried them over with me. I'll pull it up on my phone. I'll just pull it up on my phone. And now, I've got them here, because he emailed them to me.
Okay, well, we want to sign the same paperwork that he signed.
Oh,
See, these
which-
aren't signed. See, if we sign
Oh,
these here.
we didn't sign. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have to wait then.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I was talking about Jim McKee.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
wait.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
yeah, no,
I'm
we
with you.
need, we need
Yes,
these
I wasn't even
signed.
thinking.
Okay,
I didn't get approval for him until this morning, so we'll
oh,
run through this
okay,
week.
all right. Were those the only ones?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so there'll be none to, we
No
reviewed
action.
it, but we're not going to approve
Okay.
it, so,
Sorry about that.
that's all right. Monthly appropriations, let's start on those. Are these here?
Yes.
We didn't have any then, basically.
Well, we reviewed those two, and they're not properly prepared, so we're not going to approve them, so no action on the approval. She's going to put on next week.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking, I was worried about getting mine from Jim McKee.
Well, I guess my question is, we motion to review to approve or deny
Oh, okay.
transfers of appropriation. So are we approving or are we denying?
We approved to review them. After reviewing, we can take no action because they're not properly, so there'll be no action on the, see, that's two actions. We approve it, we review it, and then we approve it or don't. And this time, we're not taking any action.
So I'll put it
So
as
no
approved to review, but then no action
We
on.
approved, yeah, we motioned to review. We reviewed those two, and they're not properly finished, so there will be no action on to approve them. We'll put it on the agenda for next week.
Okay. And I'll put an explanation of that on there. That'd be great. Hello, can you come in? I need to type up there and I'll get minutes real quick. Okay, thanks, bye. So,
These
all
need
of-
initials.
yes, these are all ones that have already gone through the board. They're already on the system. And on the back side, it should tell you what they're for. Yeah. If you have any questions, let me know. And while you're doing that, I'll put bill on monthly appropriation. Okay.
So Jared, does she want these initials? Or
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's one set,
just one set?
I think.
fire department transfers.
It's over here. Mark's got them.
She said they were something.
Right. No, I don't think he has them. He has the old ones. The new ones are probably, I'm gonna guess in here.
Both
This is not a rebate. I don't know how you get a rebate. That was, they damaged our door and they removed furnaces. So it's
Right, it's rebate / reimbursement on our chart accounts.
okay.
That's the only place we can put it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need November.
She initialed there.
Yeah.
She's not crossing out that position.
No, I know. I'm making my take.
I'll just initial.
Well, I just, what I told you across the house.
Oh, well, because of the amount, she had it as 1,161, and instead she's put
Oh, okay.
3,979
There you
in
go.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The total is 10,000.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
10,794.
I missed that.
Yeah, I did two at first, yeah.
What did I say? I'm gonna go get my. Oh, right.
No, I think this is just, there's so many different things for it. Yeah, it's just all the different entities. Right. Oh, you need to keep her that.
Thank you.
Oh, no, Miss Wilkie?
You told me there's something.
Oh, wow. How you figure that? I don't know.
Things happen.
Here's the last one.
That worked.
Yep. Get closer so I can see.
I know the feeling. Do you have a motion on the excise board to acknowledge the transfer of appropriations?
Yes, so moved.
Second.
Broadbender moved, Lamb seconded to acknowledge the transfer of appropriations as presented. All in favor, Lamb?
Aye.
Broadbender?
Aye.
Jones absent. Carried. Calendar schedule for you.
Get the right pages. I know what you mean. Good dates. Good deal. How come? How come this? Is this? This is not exactly the same as the monthly report of officers that we do. She's another good one.
So Alex, you fine? And then I move that we go back to item B and approve, or item A and approve the Lamar Fire Department transfers.
I'll second that motion.
Ronk moved has seconded to approve the transfer of appropriation as presented from the Lamar Fire Department in the M&A to capital outlay. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carries.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I can follow that too.
Well, I was, because I was sitting there and I went back over to that. Oh, I think Alex can sign it. I mean, and I did get something from it. Yeah.
Oh, I know I've done that too. Anybody can. Don't you look like on it?
All right. Well, I don't know when I'm gonna approve this one. Pat got 2 cents. One of those.
You want me to give you my 2 cents on this?
Good catch, Max. Just
You're the one that's always getting a penny more, so.
Sure,
No.
that out. Just put a line through an initial at Max.
Okay.
We need a motion to approve the monthly appropriations for November 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Ronk moved and seconded to approve the monthly appropriations for November 2018. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
There's the other one.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. We have the allocation of alcohol beverage tax for October in the amount of $8,950.58. I think that's up.
$8,900.
$950.58.
Okay. Thank you. I make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Yes, moved. Ronk seconded to approve the allocation of alcohol beverages in the amount of $8,950.58. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Wow, he got over $1,000.
Wow.
What we're doing on those is their money for building their fire department is all sitting in M&O. So as the bills come in, we're just transferring the exact amount
Right.
into capital outlay of the amount of the bills. So, and they're set on payment application, like
Right.
that's payment number 6, and I'm keeping track
I
of all
just was
that.
wondering how.
Due on the initial letter.
Yes.
I went through this last month.
Yeah, that's okay. A month has passed. That's
what I was.
That's 30 days.
November 1st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's October, so
So, okay.
So I guess, before we go on to approve the,
Yeah.
No,
we
we have
also
to
acknowledge the 2
October,
additional
so maybe that's why that's.
That's what I'm thinking.
transfer of
That's right.
appropriations.
Yeah, you're right, it was October.
October 1st, that's right, that could be it, it's considerably more, we're usually around 5,000.
Yeah, sure is. I don't know.
You've been spending much time to borrow. Well,
Peter's closed.
We have the, mortgage certification fee of $80 for October, do we have a motion to approve that?
so moved.
Second.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded, to approve the mortgage certification fee for October 2018 in the amount of $50. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. The 2019 schedules for all of our meetings for the Excise Board, the Board of County Commissioners, the.
Is item L, is that just?
It's a due, but it is. I
Okay.
realized it after I'd already posted it. I
I didn't
duplicated
either,
it.
but usually I'm looking at that on my phone and I'm doing good just to read it.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, I missed it, that I had it on there twice. But I thought, well, better twice than not at all.
So, let's see, Cindy.
Oh,
we
there's a
have-
copy for each of them.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
I was confused.
Thank you.
Okay, so these, you emailed these to us several weeks ago for review, and I went through them, and I think everything looks good on the Board of County Commissioners.
And I had Alex look at them as well, so.
And we've got our educational authority. And we need to make sure you get that to Quinn and to
Yes,
Bush.
Bush, yeah.
Make sure they get those on their
Yeah.
calendar. And then our economic development and our industrial development, which is, the
Thing, yeah, yeah.
industrial development board. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these to file, and then you'll need to file them by the 15th of December with the state. Any
I make-
additions or corrections?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Hess moves, Ronk seconds to approve the 2019 schedule for the Grant County Board of County Commissioners, the Grant County Excise Equalization Board, the Grant County Educational Facility Authority, the Grant County Economic Development Authority, and the Grant County Industrial Development Authority. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
And it's my understanding that Donnie's not going to be
I
here
don't believe
today.
so.
No, he's not.
These are our, bridge, there's your bridge.
Okay.
No, you got, excuse me, Yeah, you got yours, Max, or did you, you were making, baby, did you have any in?
That one.
I didn't have.
I had one, and the rest
Okay.
of them are his, so. We need a motion to approve the report of conference.
I so move.
I'll second that.
Ms. has seconds to approve the report of conference with the CED for District 1, 2, and 3. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously.
That was to approve the invoice.
No, that was to approve
Okay.
the
conference.
conference, and then
Okay,
we've got
okay.
our bridge inspection reports,
So I'll just go 1, 2, 3. then?
District 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the bridge inspection invoice.
Second.
Okay, Hess moves, Ronk seconds to approve the bridge invoice for the 1, 2, and 3. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. It was for $235.50, and that will be paid by ODOT. So you didn't know if you know anything.
I'm wondering, look, I put.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Do we have everything done for the excise board that we need to do?
They're
Yes,
finishing up you all do, yes.
Yes, okay, very good. Make sure we got
Yeah,
that.
we're in our commissioners meeting.
Max, I'll let you look these over.
Okay, thank you.
First.
Bye. Bye.
I'll let you look those over first, Max. Make sure
Okay.
that your ETR application for the STP
Okay, do we
project.
have a motion to approve the monthly appropriations by the excise board?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Lamb moved, Broadbender seconded to approve the monthly appropriations for November. All in favor, Lamb?
Aye.
Broadbender?
Aye.
Jones absent, motion carried. We have the alcoholic beverage, which you all acknowledged for the
I
month of
believe that
October,
that's correct.
which is $8,950.58.
I did find
We
out.
have a motion to acknowledge.
Last week.
So moved.
They said they, you know, they
Broadbender
wasn't
moved,
gonna
Lamb
let.
seconded to acknowledge the allocation of alcoholic beverage tax for October in the amount of $8,950.58.
Or didn't have a
All in
funding
favor, Lamb?
agreement.
Aye.
Yes,
Broadbender.
yeah, that's a funding agreement.
Jones
That's-
And they're gonna let them go without a funding agreement.
that's on the- and that's on
And do we have a
January
motion
11th.
to approve the mortgage certification fee for $50 for
But
October?
I have to have.
You have to have this or you won't be.
Broadbender
you can't
moved,
even
Lamb
hold it
seconded
without
to
it.
approve
Do you,
the
where is our
October
money?
mortgage
Max, is
certification fee
it-
of
that's what
$50.
We do,
Land.
we're waiting for
Broadband.
a county to pay that.
Okay.
Jones
that's
absent, motion carried.
And we have to make that motion contingent with that, not this
You do.
motion.
Just acknowledge
That
that.
I do have to see.
CD
Receipt
contingent,
the
yeah.
calendar.
That's what we
So,
did last
yeah.
month with.
So you make a move,
Kingfisher.
a motion.
Right.
I'll make a move.
Make a move, make a motion. And I'm going, and my M's going,
I
whoa.
get the ETR, but it
Second.
have to be
Okay.
contingent that they get paid back.
Broadbender moved,
And then
and
that
seconded
money
to
comes
acknowledge the
here to us,
2019
we
schedule of
deposit it,
regular
and we
meetings of
write
the
a check
Excise and
to
Equalization Board.
ODOT,
All in
and
favor,
take it
Lamb?
down there and
Broadbender.
deposit it. That's how we did it on.
Jones absent,
Okay.
motion carried.
Okay.
Do we have any new business?
No.
No? We have a motion to adjourn the
See,
Excise
this
Board
is-
I'll move and adjourn.
Second.
at 9:38. Broadbender moved, Lamb seconded to adjourn the equalization, the Excise and Equalization Board. All in favor, Lamb?
Aye.
Broadbender?
Aye.
Jones absent, motion carried. We are adjourned.
Sorry.
I would,
Thank you, guys.
I would make a motion to approve the
This will have
ETR
the
application for CDA.
discussion on-
I'll second that.
We'll have a
Yes,
discussion,
moved,
was
Ronk
it
seconds
Dollar
to
General?
approve the
You're talking
ETR
about?
Yeah.
application
On
to
next
CDA
Yeah.
for one.
Well, no, there won't be a discussion. They'll just-
Well-
If they want to, they'll have to protest it.
They'll have to, yeah, come to
For matching on.
next meeting if they
STP.
what
protest.
protest?
All in
They have to
favor?
submit a pro, yeah, they have to request a
Okay.
protest.
So it could be later.
Yeah.
Send you roll call.
What's the difference in,
I like that.
what's the difference in the tax?
Wrong.
Aye.
Yes.
Yeah, they claim they're all in their store, I guess, and it's should be taxed as much as,
Motion.
Grocery store.
Discount versus retail or something.
Well, I got it.
What's the difference in the tax?
I don't know.
A couple $100?
Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot. Yeah.
Okay.
You got a schedule for next year? All right. What will be next year?
Your wife put in your phone for you.
Yeah. Somebody needs to.
I've got a 2-year-old grandson, he could probably program it for you. Thank you, guys.
Have a great day.
Yep, you too.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you
Yeah,
all.
Merry Christmas.
And item I, resolution 2018-148, the increase in the base salary for the budgeted officers, according to Oklahoma statute 180.71 through 180.83. This is what the Board of County Commissioners has followed for the last, I don't know how many years, several years. We go by whatever the statute is. I will mention that resolution 2018-132 was our increase for our employees. For all the budgeted employees, they got a raise of $50 a month. This is a copy of the one we passed. Oh yeah, October 22nd. October 22nd, and their retro pay will be distributed in December of 18. So they're going with that. So that was what we did. And on the budget on the officers, it would be $25. They're getting $50, and the officers would be $25.
Well, I move to approve the resolution.
I'll second.
Ronk moved, has seconded to approve resolution 2018-148. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
All ayes. Motion carried unanimously.
Do we need two? Did we sign two copies or one?
No, I just.
Oh, you just got an extra.
Yeah, I just got an extra.
Yeah, sorry, I just throwing stuff there.
I make a motion that we review purchase orders and travel claims.
I'll second that.
Hess moved, on seconded to approve, to review the payment of purchase orders and travel. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Hess.
Wrong.
You know, very good at getting that plus today.
Today. I'll do the same thing.
Okay,
So you'll just tell us when we're done.
UFO lights, huh?
Oh man, you can actually see in there now in our shop, and you ought to be able to for what that stuff costs. We were at the point we had so many bulbs out, and you can't buy them anymore.
Yeah, we're slowly changing all of ours over
Yep.
to those two.
We had 3 lights that worked in there.
Blinded, not, it wasn't the song Blinded by the Light then, was it?
It was stumbling in the dark. is
Yeah.
what it was.
UFO lights.
Yeah.
They could.
They'll light it up like a UFO would.
The new outer space lights.
Savings,
Well, when
isn't that correct?
these started getting out of date, my wife told me that they all the administrators at Chris Hunter went to locks in Enid, Ponca City, and Oklahoma City, and not every light they could get their hands on. And this has been 7 or 8 years ago. Spent over $50,000,
Wow.
but it was cheaper than spending $150 on new lights at the time.
I don't think you can renew this. You're wanting to take Cecil off and send it in. You have to be tested to carry the license. So,
Yeah, I mean,
So
yeah.
if Cecil carried the license, you're gonna have to send somebody else.
Yeah, I didn't know she was doing that.
I don't think you can
No,
do that.
that's not right. Avoid that.
Yeah, that, you have to go through a licensing process to do
Right.
that. So
Okay.
you need to probably void that, and then someone will have to go.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There doesn't have to be a license for District 3 first and then a license for each.
Yeah, like I carry the license for for my district, and then they all carry applicator license.
Right, that's what I'm wondering if
That's-
that's what that is.
It says pesticide applicator license.
Well, it's for Cecil though. You can't just change it. It says take Cecil's name off. You can't just take someone's name off and put it in someone else's name.
Right, yeah, I get that. I was just making sure that that's what
You
that
better
was. And
Yeah, you better find, before you void it, get more
Get more information.
information on what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking Cecil off.
You can't renew Cecil's, but you can't just move someone's name. That's the end of that folder.
And this 4656 for AT&T is for Desi, right? Okay.
With speaking of AT&T, I'm still waiting on Stephen to write me a letter. I haven't mailed the checks from last month because he didn't provide the letter, and I'm asking about that. So, but we have another one coming up, so I'll hit him hard on that. And I think he's starting to feel better.
So he'd been out sick and he was
Yeah.
preparing for that jury.
Yeah, so
Jury trial.
just wanted y'all to know if those have been sent, but we'll just send them whenever we do the November one then.
These are individual.
That goes with District 3 still. Yeah, that goes with all those, and then this is separate.
Okay.
Oh, these are all separate?
These are all separate.
Okay.
That's the end of the section.
I'm triple signing that. This is you, that's
It's the It's just basically the same.
Stephen had brought me down that state car. Yeah. Hi, Stephen. It's Cindy. I'm in the board meeting. I didn't know if you had a chance to look at that lease purchase on. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. I mean, it's a state contract, but
yeah.
okay. I'll let him know. All right. Thank you. Bye. I'll get it to you.
So just pass it, I'll give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
How much gas do you compare to that? What is that? It's funny. Like that.
Yeah, and I looked what it was. One of them was low, one of them was high because it's got, you know, we're kind of losing one Kelco because they ended up putting the cage together and all that. It ended up being like $27 cheaper than we did it versus what it would have been. So it was $27 cheaper than what the total of the two. All right.
We don't need to do a transfer to her account to cover that. Did we do that already?
We, on the, I thought I had done it. Oh, she said we didn't do it and they had enough in there to pay it, so I should have ran it through, so I'll get
But
one.
we need to because we don't want her to come up with
Right,
needing something.
right. Yeah, so I'll get ready and run through next
So make
week.
it so for that exact same
Yes,
amount so we
yeah.
can track it.
Right, okay. I talked about that on Friday, and I don't know why I didn't do that.
That's all right.
Because I pulled the minute to look at it and all that. So.
Where's your cost going to be?
It's going to be all the city. There's several of us. And then we take a section.
Okay.
Hi, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, 2 times that I took it.
Oh, my pie.
That's more important to me right now, I think.
You can put it there.
You find it?
This is the new card that I spilled.
You did what?
Spilled my drink all over the floor.
Oh, doggone it. Call Scott.
Penny and Scott cleaned it up. Thank you, Penny.
I have new pictures.
You do?
I didn't bring them with me, but I have new pictures.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Jim.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
My little stamp sheet down there. Oh, you see.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Tipping my head's a
Good weekend. You always seem to have good weekends. Oh, that's awesome. Tinsel. Predominantly tinsel.
And push the ones like you put down in the field, but I can put it out and it's not so good.
Well, they had fun on these. That's awesome. I used to hate them. I'm not a holiday guy, so I never did get into it. It's just,
Equally as bad. And then I just beat myself up on it, you know, for you know, they could get picture of one of those things on the camera.
you get any phone calls?
And only one
You broke the quill.
That sounds like fun too. It sounds like fun. We can use this one so we can left and never do them for years, but it's unfortunately right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. More than
Jesse,
a lot.
they do that because by the time they come out and they got 3 years worth of ours was the same thing. So what they find 1 year, that's what they find the next year.
Remember being a kid, and anytime I get a black eye, boy, I just wish it wouldn't go away.
We can't find things because they don't come every year. They come like they come once every 3 years. Just happens to be reviews because we know
That's
we
awesome.
just
Well, that's why they want to hang out with you. Kids eat that up.
He has fun though. So they could come on and they are, yeah, they are short of manpower and stuff, like they can't. Keep track of everything. It's a big job for
Discouraged himself.
It's
First of the month, isn't it?
Well, let's see, we got a lot for 10 o'clock, right?
Yes.
So we probably need to move down to item R.
I make a motion to move down to item R.
Let's move from second to move to item R at 10 o'clock. All in favor?
Bobbit. Aye. Wrong.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful.
Good. I'll give you an update on where we're at on phase 2. We're about 80 to 85% done with our drawings and detail. We believe we should be able to get Kyler the drawings by the end of next week. I won't say it's difficult, but we're getting there. Cindy, you know that. It's just there's so much detail.
I know.
And-
Yeah, right.
And we don't want to miss anything. So, and I suppose we haven't talked to Kyler, but there'll be a length of period where we'll have to sit down with them, make sure they understand everything we're trying to do and get accomplished, and then they'll put their bid packages together and go out. And I don't know how they think, but I wouldn't think you'd want to have a bid due anywhere around the holidays.
No,
I'd want to do it after the
January. I
holidays.
agree.
Yeah.
That you won't get people.
Well, you just don't get
curious.
the attention, and
Right. No,
You're
I
wasting
agree.
your time.
you'll get the number, but it won't be the number you like.
Right.
So that's really our game plan, and
I don't have a problem sending out during the holidays so they can get it on their schedule to
Right.
look at it in January. But yeah,
Right.
I agree on that.
yeah, and that'll be about it's the third today. Yeah, if we send it out probably the Monday before Christmas. I mean,
Or something like that.
you got to have a couple weeks anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, this
oh,
is
yeah.
detailed enough. They're going to need a couple, 2-3 weeks to. It's just, because there's just so many little facets, little things. We'll actually put together a book. Besides our drawings, we'll put together a notebook that has each room detailed.
Are you
What
gonna
goes
do-
on in each room.
That's what I was gonna ask, are you gonna do a room by room
We are.
pre-bid meeting with anybody that wants?
Well, we'll have a pre-bid meeting, of course, but because we'll have that notebook which shows what goes on in each room, and 90% of it's the same. Take off the paneling, put the drywall on. Anywhere we'll add electric outlets. I mean, so each room will have its own description on what happens. That's really, we did that when we did the old junior high in Bartlesville. It really helped the subcontractors know what, rather than try to read it off the, I mean, you still got to read it off the plans, but it gives a little more detail. So that's where we're at with that. Any questions on phase 2? I mean, I know you've been talking with Becca a lot, and I think she has a couple more questions she sent you this morning. So
Okay.
just
Yeah,
little things that she went through all of the comments to make that we got from the individual people. She just wants to make sure that she do what we need done. The next thing on the agenda is the change for the HVAC on the first floor. That 15,000, I don't remember.
PR22.
PR22. This is a little complicated, and as you know, we've been working on this for the last month or so. This is to explain what happened here. It's a matter of interpretation of the building codes and maintaining your ceiling height at 9 feet on the first floor. The inspector came in and basically wanted 30-inch clearance with every unit that we were putting in the ceiling. And in order to get that 30-inch clearance all the way around, it necessitated a change order in the amount of about $28,000. And when we got that, we went, whoa, let's start talking about this. So between several meetings with the HVAC contractor, conversations with the mechanical inspector, and conversations with the mechanical subcontractor, it was determined that the actual unit needed 30-inch clearance only on the control side, and that necessitated us moving 4 of the units. And when we moved those 4 units, it required special, what was his word, custom transitions with the ductwork, added some additional ductwork. And to make a long story short, we can maintain the 9-foot ceiling height if we move these 4 units. The inspector is happy, the subcontractor is happy, and the change results with is 8,000 some in labor, 4,000 some in additional ductwork, some insulation costs, and then when you add their overhead and profit plus the Kyler's construction management fee, it came to the $15,000. And again, it's really, I think Larry will tell you, it's slowed the project down by about 30 days, if not 45 days. However, Kyler is not charging against any extra for general conditions for that extra 30 or 45 days. So we're really doing everything we can to keep it as low as possible. And with that, I'd like to add one more thing. We got, I believe you requested not to put the 3 doors in the clerk's office until we do phase 2. That's what Ryan had told me. And because of that, there's a credit change order, but I didn't get it in time to put it on the agenda. It's $700 and some. So,
Let me ask you, Jim.
Yeah.
We've done this before. Our window sills, we put them on the next phase,
yeah,
and it's probably gonna cost us twice.
no,
You won't?
No.
Okay. I just wanna make sure when you start holding stuff over the next phase, it seems like it gets a higher cost.
well, it shouldn't, not at all.
It shouldn't?
We got 8,000 some credit to
Okay.
wrap the windows, and that's
so
what it should cost.
us, okay.
Unless you go in and want marble on the top of the,
What?
yeah.
Will it cost extra if we want marble?
Yes, unfortunately. No, it should, I mean, I'm
Okay.
gonna hold Tyler's feet to the fire on that one.
Yes, in phase 1, it was our work scope to do the returns back on the windows.
Right.
Well, it made sense to wait till phase 2 because
I get
extended
that.
work.
I
Because
get
we're taking
that.
off
And essentially all it was putting where there was paneling, putting paneling back, corner trim, pretty cheap. I mean, just the basic, what was there. Okay. So if we upgrade, if we go to some
So when we bid out phase 2, will you bid the windows, or you will bid that again? But we're sure
Absolutely.
that it's going to be bid at this. It's not going to be a price
Well,
increase.
because we're not putting up the trim with the paneling and everything,
Yeah.
we're just gonna turn the drywall, I guess.
Right.
It
And,
might even be cheaper because you're not having to take anything out. Looks to me like.
Right.
Okay.
Obviously, the window seals. I would assume we're doing some type of solid surface window seals. But I know,
working on that.
yes, I know you're working on that. But
Yeah.
other than that, I would say drywall returns on everything else.
Yeah.
The header, the jams.
But yeah, we are going to put some in the window
Yes.
because people set plans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they water them, and then you.
That was-
Whether it's wood, solid surface,
Right.
some type of.
and that was not included in
Right.
their bid.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
We were just going back essentially with what was taken out.
So it'd be the same thing on the doors. We're
Right.
not going to put the doors in.
Now, can I interject? We have the doors and the glazing, the glass for the doors. So we won't have
Correct.
we have those. So
This
the
is
credit will be
installation
installation and finishing.
And staying.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's a $700 and some credit. The reason I give this to you today is, this is it. We're done with changes.
Yes.
There is no more.
Yes.
So, at the end of the day, you'll have $28,536 left that we did not use in contingency. And again, I apologize, I didn't get the 700 early enough Friday to get it on the agenda, but I wanted to bring this to you because this is it, we're done.
Yeah. Well, if it's part of the PR 22,
The doors
He's
aren't.
shaking his head no.
Yeah, the doors aren't. The doors are a
So we
separate
can't-
item.
okay.
Yeah.
The doors are a separate
so we'll
item.
have to put that on the next.
Yes.
Right.
So it's 23.
There's not a number on that, actually. Well, yeah, I guess there probably would be, yeah.
Well,
But we get that on the next agenda. What I wanted to come out and say is, we're at the end of the project, we have no more changes coming. So at the end of the day, we got 28,000 left in contingency to use as you wish or put on to phase 2 or whatever, so.
Well, sounds good.
We really worked PR 22.
oh boy, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We've been
Well-
trying to get it.
28, I would be the last one to come here and ask for a $28,000 change order, so, yeah, and the fact we have 28,000 left is a testament to Kyler and Larry's, problem-solving ability. I mean, it really is. They worked hard on
Yeah,
it.
that's part of our job. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
I want to interject on this PR22, this HVAC. I did a walkthrough with the field hand that's going to actually foreman doing the work, and he's got we're saving a lot of the duct reusing. Well, to satisfy these clearance issues, he's got to remove some of the ductwork, reconfigure it, and then put it back. So when we got the number back, the revised number, we questioned it again, or we investigated more. We want to make sure it was a fair price. And after going through this walkthrough with him, it's very fair price. He's got a lot of work to do.
So they've got to take a bunch of stuff down and redo it.
In a few offices, yes. Now, second and third floor work hasn't been too disruptive, but where we've got to remove some ductwork, it'll be some scheduling. I'll have to move some people out for a day, maybe 2, just because of the extent of the work. Ductwork's got to come down, and it's got to stay. We'll have to clear out maybe some desks. It's got to stay right there. He's got to get his unit up, kind of game plan how he's got to go back, maybe cut some duct up a little bit, transition, and then put it back.
Yeah,
And it doesn't make sense to move everything out and then bring it back in. It's
so
just,
but you can do that one office at a time. So
Yes.
So we can move
Oh, yeah.
So we can move those offices into this room,
Yep.
and they can still have access if they need to into those
Mhm.
offices for doctors.
oh yeah, that's how we've
Okay.
done it so far. We've tried to work, let everybody stay at their computers, if you will, as best as we can till safety issue came up.
Right.
But some of this work is going to require that maybe we move out the whole office for at least a day, maybe 2, and just let him get in there and knock it out and get it done. Okay. I just want everybody aware of that. It's going to be a little tougher than it has been on the 2nd and 3rd floor because of this. Now, if we could have went back with just put the units back up, it wouldn't have been so bad. But we are going to have to drop some duct work and reconfigure some things and put it back. So.
And one of the other things, the subcontractor was waiting for this approval before he starts, so that's why there's nothing been done in the last couple of weeks.
So we was unaware of that when we was doing engineering on it. We
Well,
missed that or something.
It's really an interpretation of the codes, and the code inspector had his interpretation, our engineer had their interpretation. If we would have went with the code inspector's first interpretation, it would have been the 28,000.
Yes.
So our engineer got together with the codes guy and talked about several different issues, and we've got all the email documentation, and basically, I don't want to use the word he talked the code official into anything, but they interpreted the code this way and versus this way. In a remodel, that's really what you have to do.
Yeah. Once you touch it, you have to bring it up to code, the recent codes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's.
It really was this 30-inch clearance around every side of the unit. That was what caused the code official originally said I have to have 30 inches of clearance around all 4 sides, and our engineer didn't think that was true. And come to the end of the day, we only need the 30-inch clearance on the control side of the unit. That's really the basis of it. And then once you move the unit, that's where all the changes and the extra duct work and everything comes into play.
Alrighty, we need anything else you want to tell us on this?
I'll give you an update on phase 1.
Okay.
Ceilings were completed last week. Phase 1 on 2nd floor. The vestibule, we've been waiting on the desert air, the return air unit to go up in the attic. It showed up a couple weeks ago. It's been installed. We are waiting for the replacement heat pump unit. I forget what PR that was. One we added for the DHS office. We've been waiting on these units. It's a production issue. I've got emails, correspondence where he's showing me that it's a production issue. That unit, that last replacement unit, is supposed to be here. Should be here this week.
Well, I have a question. If it's a production issue, when one goes out in the near future, if you're having a hard time getting them for all new deals, what are we going to have for replacements? And I mean, are we putting in an obsolete item?
No, it's just we see this. It's bad luck, is what it is.
Well, you see my point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see your point. But that's
we're doing new construction or remodeling. We're having a hard time getting whatever it is.
Well,
now we're going to go to after you walk out the door and they're gone in 5 years, 10 years. What's our availability?
Well, for instance, the first units we got on time, no problem. Okay, this was an ad. This was a unit that was up in the corner of the attic. Nobody knew what it did. Nobody, and so it was a PR issue. Well, they throw that in. They don't throw us to the top of the list. They're going to run their equipment out that they have to run out. So no, I don't expect you to have it.
I wouldn't think so.
No. Okay. Anyway, so the vestibule, I was waiting to drywall the vestibule until the skin got on. The skin got on. We had to wait. The north windows we couldn't put in until that big unit came in because we stuck an elevator and took it up. That's been closed up now. The glass is in. The roofers came and skinned the vestibule. You'll see that. Got it completed. So now we'll drywall the vestibule, get it taped and finished out and painted. Anyway, and then this first floor. Now, as Jim said, talking to the contractor, we're looking at about 5 to 6 weeks to totally finish the first floor, with having to pull some of the ductwork down and reconfigure it. Hopefully a month, but I wouldn't count on it. I would say 5 to 6 weeks. So, yes, yeah.
About the time we open our next bids.
Probably. This is a minor issue, but I thought I would ask. I don't know how quick, when we'll roll into phase 2 or when we actually start. My job trailer is on site, as you see. If we could leave that here, it'd be outstanding. I'd hate to move it out and bring it back. We can hit the breakers, disconnect the power. But if you guys aren't opposed to it, I'd love to leave it.
Just charge about $400 a month.
Yeah. Bring it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, that'll be fine.
if it's not bothering you guys,
No,
that would be
I don't think so.
convenient for us to leave
As
it.
long as those storm shelters are open. that's-
Yes. Now the Connexes, one Connex will be out here pretty quick. That was the glazing contractor, the window guys. The other one is the HVAC contractor, and it'll be here until he's done on the first floor.
That'll be fine.
Okay? Thank you.
I move to approve PR 22 in the amount of $15,223.
I'll second that.
Ronk moved, has seconds to approve PR 22 for $15,233 relating to the HVAC on the first floor. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Go get your rest now.
I make a motion that we return to review purchase order and travel claim.
Second.
I'll have to catch up with you later.
Thank you.
That's my latest one.
She
says- She says, does she have to get teeth? I said, yeah, she needs teeth. I just love her smile without teeth.
Move back to review.
She actually looks like my oldest daughter at that age.
All right, motion carried unanimously.
See you guys.
That's only one in that.
Cindy, we usually have on here, when we approve them, we usually have our signatures on it.
Not, they have one on the past one.
I can show you.
Oh, okay. Should they be? Okay, well, I can, we'll just take, while you guys are doing that, I can do it.
Yeah, you talk
Okay,
about
all right.
those.
Well,
Yeah.
Right, then
Yeah, for the state.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they're doing it for the board
Okay.
meeting.
I will do that.
Thank you, good catch, Max, I forgot about that.
That's all right.
Oh, that's on there, sorry. That's on there. And then once I get them set up that way, then I'll have them for next week, so. Hi, can you come in for a minute? I gotta do a couple of things. All right, thank you, bye. Okay. And that's on all of them go? Okay. They're on the reviewing of purchase orders.
Okay.
And
That's
there
what
are
this
blankets, which they have those as well, so you probably don't have to do.
Okay. Any contract has to go through them, so that's what that's about. And then they just switch providers. It's phone provider maintenance. This is maintenance contract. Yeah.
Old road back, you back from some of these other ones.
So we don't sort of keep these moving.
That's right. E-N.
I had somebody ask me the other day what we was doing in the parking lot out there. They hadn't noticed anything
Oh my
going
gosh.
on at the courthouse. And I thought, well, they've been putting new roofs on and windows in and really, I hadn't noticed. Well, how could you not?
Yeah.
They said, come on in here. It's no way of decorating.
Not from the Milford School Board. Okay.
He's all going here.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna have to go back. I want to get some things done since I'm gonna be gone Wednesday. You are? Are you be in the city?
Not necessarily, but I get thinking.
I know.
It just seems odd that we would have to pay the builders risk insurance. Doesn't that seem odd? Wouldn't that be part of the cost of their doing business? Why would they pass that directly on to us?
I'm sure they pass it on to everybody, yeah.
Yeah, but directly?
I don't doubt that. So what do they would charge you for a pickup and a,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. We'll need to sign the top of that one.
Okay,
There's a couple of them here that need to sign.
alrighty.
But I get what you're talking about. It's one of they don't just put that in the bid.
Yeah, I mean,
Include that.
and that's part of your cost of business. I mean, at what point do you bill out and what point is
Well,
used
just
for your profit?
account for it in the bid.
Yeah.
It's a way to cheapen their bottom line out.
Yeah. I had to.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. You bid at one price, but you had all these
Yeah,
other little things on
exactly.
there.
It's like when they advertise the price of a vehicle on TV.
Yeah, I tell you about all that other expense.
Yeah.
Oh, you want tires on the
Yeah.
wheels.
Yeah.
Well, what a novel lady.
$300 for us to do the paperwork that we have to do anyway.
Yeah.
You wanted a steering wheel.
These here are part of that.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
I just see. Maybe she could help him.
Wow, it looks like
He is. He's painful. He's typical. It doesn't mind though. It's hers. So that's true. Mindy, I think that's Cindy's stuff. Okay.
Okay, so this,
Okay.
gotcha. I'm not screwed that up. Yeah.
You know what, I just thought, I don't know whether I signed my,
Oh, you're.
It's,
Travel.
there's a bunch of those singles right there. You see them right there. They are.
but I turned in my out-of-county mileage last week.
Last week, I remember.
So statutory, I don't have to sign that second page.
Yeah.
Do you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I better get it dug out. On them singles.
Thank you very much.
I just sat there.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to.
Oh, shoot.
didn't sign my statutory travel.
It's a single one, Max. It's not in a folder.
Well, I didn't,
Is it down there? It was towards the front.
maybe I didn't look far enough for
Yeah,
it.
keep going. There should have been. See where all those
No.
little.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah, there's Patrick J. Ronk, and he signed his. Scott Sterling. Scott probably signed it.
Yours and mine and Cindy's were all together.
Yes, it was. Here it is. There it is, and it's unsigned.
Oh, that's
Okay, I'm good to go. Now, you two should have felt free to sign mine.
Well, if I can get your money, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Hey, one we've been looking for.
Be sure to scan these in as email for Rosie for all that.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I'm trying to get all that stuff caught up. I'm getting closer. It just kind of sneaks up on me and
Yeah.
I move to approve the payment of purchase orders and traffic claims.
Second.
Ronk moved, has seconds to pay, to approve the payment of purchase orders and travel claims as presented. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
Wrong,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. I think there's some other folders we need out.
Some other phone with what? Oh.
How come you guys always wait till the last to give me my phone? Cindy Pratt, can you help me get...
Mix them up a little.
Yes. I think we ought to go 1, 2, 3.
Or 3, 2, or, oh, that
I
makes
just
you
didn't know
first,
something
yeah.
there.
I got you. I guess you don't have to. Yeah.
Max will be the big winner on blankets. He's got a whole bunch of them
Yeah.
there.
Congratulations.
I know. You know what my guys tell me, don't you?
What?
We work harder than they do.
That you need more blankets, don't you?
Well, and then he gets the emergency managers, and then he gets the Manchester Fire Departments on top of all that.
Oh, yeah, but it's not nothing like being the chair.
Oh, District 2, we seem to have a bunch of blankets.
Well, when you're splitting shale blankets
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah, it's a matter
Yeah.
of timing, you know. I'm glad we're getting Doug Seeley and them paid. Jerry's hit me twice up about that, about the girls, Doug and her. And it's
Well, she
the girl.
finally got me that contract, so, and I told Mindy on Friday, we need to look at those and make sure we got all those in, so.
Okay.
Yeah, they were,
You
yeah.
don't have Mabel's, because you
Oh.
sent that to me, and I need, that
Oh,
reminded me. I need to send myself a note.
I'll
to do-
email you and remind you, how's that?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll even send you a new copy, how's that?
When you mentioned that, it just made me think,
And you're like, uh-oh.
I didn't get that done. The good thing is, this weekend was the last weekend I worked on the grant.
Oh, good. I bet that's a load off, isn't it? Yes.
Tomorrow's the day.
Yep. Yeah, I got some good things to report on that.
Excellent.
Max, do you want me to have Mindy go, or have Jenna go and get
Oh,
those
yes.
lease purchase contracts?
Or pick up the,
And then pick up the
Yeah, that'd be
POs?
great.
Hello, POs are ready, but also I need someone, if they could, to go up to the DA's office and get some lease purchase agreements. He said he'd sign off on them, but he hadn't yet, so, but they're on the agenda. Yeah, they're 2 lease purchase, it's on mowers, yeah. P&K equipment and NDS at Kingfisher. I have a cover sheet on it. Okay, all right, thank you.
Can you imagine those big counties, how many blankets they've got?
gonna run up
Okay.
for you.
Okay. On this one right here,
Really?
on,
It almost-
There's 2 stacks of them in
I
there.
called
Had
up
to sort
Steve
through
and
them
looked
because
at
I
it.
lost
I said,
paper.
well, Steve,
Didn't sign
the
paper.
contract. He said, well, just go ahead and have them approved. So if you'll let, because they have to sign these
One for
purchase.
P&K.
Maybe.
And I would think they'd almost.
Just for the code, and I put a cover sheet on it, so
All
he
week.
was. And then also, if you'll ask him if he had, if he has a problem with the health department, when on the telephone. If not, that one, I sent him up to him as soon as I got him.
Something you can read
Really?
on?
Sure, yeah.
It's a little bit different.
That's the way, yeah, like the school boards do,
NDS.
and city councils and stuff.
Health department.
CDOT, Health Department.
Okay. And I just need those.
Right, and if, well, this one, if he hasn't looked at it, I don't want it back. But this one, he said he was okay with, so this is the one I definitely need. This one can wait if it needs to.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, starting to.
I'm good, thank you.
She's like, water, water, I
I'm
need
okay.
water. No, 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 I might spill it. I don't have my tippy cup with me today. I'm staggering to spill all over the papers.
Yeah.
Jeez. And I'm glad it wasn't on new carpet. These are all yours, so you just sign them at the top. That's the last of those. Hi.
Are you guys still in open meeting?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Shouldn't be a whole lot longer, but
Okay.
okay.
Are we supposed to have meetings today?
Yeah, yours is at, I think yours is at 11.
11
11 something.
Yeah.
Yours is after mine, yours is at 1:45.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it'll go pretty quick, yeah.
Thank you, Miss Jenna. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you, Stephen, for doing
That looks like that fell out of the bag.
Oh, okay. Oh, they sent a new AM schedule. That's what it was.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks, Stephen.
Yeah, yours is at 11:15 max. You might be running, you might be a little late, but
Okay.
that's, you're the last one before lunch anyway. So,
Okay.
if you don't get there till
If you guys is like mine, it's gonna take 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, but you'll have an advantage over us because you wasn't here all the time. Maybe. You might have got.
Am I really here when I am here? That's the question.
that is the big question.
Well, I'm not gonna start any philosophical arguments here. I don't know what we're. I
That's a
can't.
big word.
I can't
I'm
even-
impressed, Max.
Thank you, thank you. And I even did that with my belt palsy.
Which is doing very well.
Well, it's better, but I love to shoot guns. And since I've got this, I cannot aim.
Really?
Oh,
No.
you're right.
I have to wear a patch on my eye
to get it
to
to.
get it to stay
Well,
shut.
that's okay.
Well, I guess, or I'm gonna have to teach
You want to say
myself.
aye, Captain?
Yeah. I have trouble because my knee flies up. Captain
Oh.
Morgan, you know. Put my patch on, my knee flies.
We're missing a page. It says see attached.
Is that the one
Oh.
that he just brought in?
No, that's the settlement agreement one.
But here's Exhibit A, but it says see attached, you know, your rundown of each
Should
row.
they see
There should-
attached?
Yeah, it says there should be another page attached to that.
Well, he may not have.
I can.
May not have
That's I got it from Sherry and I mean from. Which I just took the invoice and made it an exhibit.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? This is the invoice, but we ought to have every truckload. See?
Oh, I do have all that.
Oh, okay.
She did. Yeah,
Okay,
I do
good.
have all of the haul
That
sheets.
needs to go with.
Okay,
this.
okay, I do have those. I just didn't know they needed. to
Yeah,
go
we
with
had all
that, so-
that. Yeah, we don't
Sherry
have it.
sent all that stuff to me.
I want to know.
Yeah, that'd be good. Haul sheets or whatever. What do you call them? I don't know, but yeah.
Scale tickets.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Okay, we need a motion to approve the blanket purchase orders.
I make a motion to approve blanket purchase orders.
I'll second that.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the blanket purchase orders. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. Item L is the 2019 schedule of regular meetings, and that's
That's a
a repeat
duplication.
of item E, so no action needed there. Item M is settlement agreement between ACG Materials and District 3 for $2,347.44. Rock was purchased June 6th, and it was not encumbered. And Stephen Young, the ADA, has reviewed that and set up an agreement and a release.
I move to approve the settlement agreement between Grant County District 3 and ACG Materials.
I second that motion.
Ron moves, has seconds to approve the settlement agreement with ACG Materials in District 3 in the amount of $2,347.44. All in favor?
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. And make sure the clerk adds the haul sheets to
Yes.
it. You'll have two places to sign on that.
Okay.
All right, item N, lease purchase P&K equipment with, purchased 3 John Deere CX-15 mower for District 1 off state contract SW194 and through P&K. And financing was bid by P&K, and the financing was awarded to NBC at Kingfisher per the state contract agreement.
There's 2 original copies, and the VA has signed off on it.
Okay, I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Hess moved, Ron seconded to approve the lease purchase agreement of P&K equipment assigned to NBC at Kingfisher for 3 John Deere CX mowers. All in favor, I'm sorry, all in favor.
Bobbit.
Aye.
Wrong.
Okay.
Hess.
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. It's for 4 years at 3.5%. That's pretty
Pretty
good.
great.
Yeah.
Great sale.
It was, I think he did me good after, you know, they are responsible for it, but just to check up on them, I checked with some institutions too. And that's as good as you get.
What did you come up with?
Well,
No, I mean, interest wise.
well, 4.2 was the lowest.
You have 2 pages, Max.
Okay.
To sign on each one of these.
4.2 was the lowest.
Yeah,
Well, I
Did
had,
you, so you didn't trade yours in? You
no,
you're taking
I'm
to
gonna
the-
keep mine and surplus them and sell
on that now, and I have found this out. I took that bill, what was it, 3083 or something like that, on the trade-in. Took it up to Stephen and had him look at it. We need to get, anytime you do that, you need to get 2 appraisals done, which is going to be tough to do on John Deere since they're so territorial.
Now, do what now, Pat? I'm sorry.
Well-
Like if you were trading in your mowers on those,
Uh-huh.
you'd have to get 2 appraisals.
Is it my responsibility to
Okay.
fill this out or theirs? The 8038, which I'm doing it. Some of the bank, this is just a thing I send to the IRS. On a
A
list.
lot, I can't.
I think a lot of the banks
I
do
think
that.
a lot
Yeah.
of banks do, and then send it to us to sign.
Right, and well, this guy didn't, but he told me, he said, I'm new, I'm kind of, you know, and this check,
Well, he charged you $120 to do all the paperwork, and you did it. So tell him we don't want that $120.
well, 100 of it's the doc fee, 20 of it's filing fee.
Oh, okay. All right.
But, yeah, but anyway, I told him, I said, yeah, and just so you know, we are getting W-9s and
Gotcha.
following through on that stuff, so.
Yeah,
Chase Fair. Well, they did give him a good rate.
yeah, they did.
Yeah, that is a very good rate.
Did we get any more reports?
The sheriff's now, of course, it doesn't
Now-
have any taxes on it.
What's in the back? In inventory, and doesn't that, isn't that
What's
supposed to
the
be on
point in that?
there?
What's the point if you don't put, that's part of it, because how do you know? when you
I
go to
don't
reach-
know. Yeah, I think they are, yeah. But
Well, because when you go, how are you gonna know when you go to surplus it if you don't, we did get it from the sheriff's office, but they don't have any of the values on it.
send it back.
Yeah.
Ask them for that.
Okay.
So item O, no action. Put it back on the agenda. Item P, Grant County Health Department, letter of termination of maintenance contract with Grant County.
So Scott won't have to go over there no more.
You won't have to mow it or anything, but technically, they have a contract till July 1st, June 30th. I think we ought to hold them to the end of the year on that.
I think
And
about
then-
two too.
You know, and then July 1st, then we can, I mean, it's contract. I don't know, does our contract say they can notify
I
us?
think
30
they
days?
can, I think they do have 30, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure they can.
Yeah,
They could
probably-
terminate at any
I
time.
don't
Or
know.
both parties, this is contract requires the county health department to give a 30-day notice of termination, or both parties can agree to immediate termination.
I think it did, I think
Does
it
it
does
have
say
30
30
We just
days.
need to make sure.
So they're asking for a 30-day, so 30-day notice. So today is the, what, December 3rd, so it would be terminated,
January 3rd.
January 3rd. All right. I think,
I would say February 1st because it's
Then you go through that
it's a
month.
monthly deal. It's
Yeah.
not a daily deal.
okay, so tell them, yeah, effective, so they'll have to pay for December, and you need to see where they are on that.
Yeah,
You've got to
yeah,
invoice them, they don't
yeah,
pay with that yet.
right. I'll
So
get-
invoice them for December, January, and February. I mean,
Okay.
not yet, but when those
Right,
months
right,
come up,
right.
make sure. So
What's
we'll need
Scott
action.
responsible for?
Oh, he goes over there, he did a bunch
I
of
know
work
he used to be
earlier.
a bunch.
Yeah, and then there for a while, he was doing a whole bunch to get things caught up. He's changing light bulbs, doing
Yeah.
their air conditioning, heating, checking on it, and
Yeah,
mowing and trimming and,
yeah.
and all
And
that.
then he kind of slowed up, quit doing some of that. Now, who are they getting to do that?
I don't know,
Right,
they
they
probably need to terminate that first and then get into
Yeah.
doing that.
Okay.
So we need a motion to agree for termination effective January 31st or whatever.
All right, I so move.
I'll second.
Okay, Ronk moved, Hess seconded to accept the letter of termination from the Grant County Health Department to be effective January 31st, 2019. All in favor?
Bobbit, wrong, Hess,
I,
Hess, I'm sorry.
yeah, that's okay.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. We are down to Grant County Health Department maintenance contract with CDOT Communications for the telephone communications.
And that's up in the DA's
That's a
office.
video, so no action. We already did item R. Brings us down to F, we do the road crossing. It is for District 1.
All right.
We,
Doug had talked to me about this. We've spoken. You can see the map's really a nice one.
really good.
So I moved to approve.
Second.
Okay, let's see. Hess moves, Ronk seconds to approve the road crossing permit. What's the number on it?
439-2018.
Yes, 439-2018.
With,
Here's the information right here. I have it typed in.
Well, for Select Energy.
for Select Energy, okay.
Yeah, I haven't signed that. We gotta sign that.
No.
Select Energy, okay. All in favor?
Bobbit,
Aye.
wrong,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
All ayes, motion carried unanimously. And that just says road crossing permits, so I would like to bring you up to date. We had a meeting discussing road crossing permits, whether to do anything legislatively or not. As we all know, Kingfisher has been taken to the Oklahoma Supreme Court on that issue. That I think what we need to do is review our permit crossing, because on here we have saltwater permanent only. You know, that's like production water.
Yeah.
And I think we need to make sure we're looking at each permit. We can't,
Well, we need to take the salt water off and put produced water.
well, we just need to take,
Because salt water can be any number of things.
exactly. We need to, actually we need to take that off and not have, and just leave other. I think we just need to take that off and then let them put what other is, because we're gonna look at these on a case by case. We can't just say we're not gonna allow production water or whatever. I think that was the advice.
Yeah, I think that was that.
So we probably need to.
Let's revise our deal.
We need to revise our permits.
I think we need to have a deal. Pat, you was in that business, you know. Doug Seeley told me there was a couple things when we was talking about this permit, there's a couple things in our permit that we need to tweak.
Okay.
So,
Okay, let's try to do that, and if we can do that in January, we can start with it
Okay.
in January or something, start using new permits in January. So why don't you find out what we need to tweak, if you wouldn't mind doing that.
I will do that.
And we'll go from there. Alrighty, new business. Cindy Sue, do you have any new business? Max, what do you new business?
No.
Pat, do you have?
I have none.
And I have none. Comments, Max, what do you got?
Well, went down to the legislative deal last week, thanks to Mark Bowles and Cindy Bobbitt. The committee voted to ask for the full $230 million, and our legislators advised us that we could negotiate down, but if we didn't ask for it, we was never going to get it. And that allows them to have an ability to negotiate. And I appreciated your stepping up and saying something in front of the statewide board about that, and they did, and I did not stay for the for the ACO board meeting after that. But things turned out real well. My STP project for Clyde Road out there, which we signed today, ETR money to go ahead with that project, is going to be put on the March letting, I believe, if everything holds true. And I've talked to the co-op and some of the landowners along the Clyde Road out there, and if it goes as planned right now, it'll go to March letting, and then a 3-month flex start date, July, August. Then they can start on that road, Clyde Road.
That's excellent.
I think it's a wonderful.
I do too. I'm glad that's moving forward.
We've had several little holdups and hiccups in this ETR deal, and I pointed out earlier that Logan County is negative on their funding, but they're going to allow them to go ahead with their project and don't even have to get an ETR loan like I do. And I don't think that that's right, but it's above our heads. There's nothing we can do about it, particularly. But I want each one of us sitting here on this board to remember that in the future. I don't know that that'll make a difference, but it could come down in the future. There could be something that, hey, you did that, you set a precedent here.
Well, Oklahoma County did the same thing, except that we did get a funding agreement on that one.
We did.
And they did try to take it out of our money, but we got that rectified. And I know you and Donnie worked really hard on that. So, but yeah I agree, Max.
And you know, that deal there, we tried to be nice, and we was nice, and our CED helped them out. Them 3 counties down there that are in Division 4 complained that they didn't feel like they was getting a fair shake on the money. So we split it out, their share of the money, put it in their pot. They developed their plan. The rest of the counties, 5 of us, developed our plan. Then when that major Oklahoma project come back and they said, well, we need more money, that kind of come back to bite us. But it worked out, and I appreciate everything. So, supposed to get 3 new mowers in from P&K, and that's supposed to happen this week. We signed the papers on them today, and they're supposed to be delivered immediately. So, I appreciate that. Outside of that, hope everybody had a good weekend.
Well, OU did.
I know OU did.
Pat, what do you got?
I don't know how much rain we got, but we got, it was, there was areas in the district that got quite a bit, and some areas didn't get very much. So it was nice to get some, though, that we can kind of freshen up what we've been repairing on since the flood. We're doing that. By the end of the week, we're going to probably be planning on putting some snow equipment on our graders for the weekend. So everybody's under the understanding that they may have to go to work this weekend.
Gotcha.
Just depending on how much we get, but that's really about it. We've got a full crew this week, which is amazing considering it's December. And that's all I got. Okay,
before we move on, I was supposed to tell everybody that Holly's Christmas party is the 10th, December the 10th at 6 o'clock. And they wanted me to pass that on to Sydney and Pat. There's also a couple retirement parties that I would like to note. Shorty Foster's retirement party is December the 15th, which is a Saturday, at the Blanchard First Baptist Church from 2 to 5. And then there would be a...
I think 18th is Keith's, isn't it? Keith Schroeder?
I think it's the 21st.
Oh, is it the 21st? Okay.
Yeah, 21st
Okay.
at 2 is Keith Schroeder's.
Okay.
Okay? That's all I needed to add.
Alrighty, well, as we all know, our federal highway competitive bridge grant is going to be due tomorrow. Did the final tweaks over the weekend, got a rough draft on Friday to get final tweaks made. As you know, Oklahoma has 3 applications that they get to put forward, one being the 34 bridges for Grant County, and the other 2 are ODOT. One of them is on the Interstate I-35 where they're going to raise bridges, and the other one is in southern Oklahoma along a corridor of some bridges through there. Director Patterson had to rank these to be sent in. He has to rank them first, second, and third to move forward for their priority. And Grant County is going to be their first priority.
All right, that is good.
Which I think speaks highly of what we've done here. Again, they are in awe of the letters that we did solicit. I mean, that's more letters than any grant they've ever produced for in Oklahoma that ODOT has ever done. The number of letters. So it was amazing. We probably will not know anything for certain till late spring. You realize that there are 26 states, 3 grants each, so there's 70 some 75, 80 grants being moved forward that the federal highway has to move forward through. I think the narrative is about 28 pages, so it's astronomical. I really feel very confident about this grant. I think we'll do it. Really appreciate the CD. We had that special meeting, got that all signed off on, where we're in compliance on that. So that's really good. This week, hopefully, the bridge beams from Cimarron County State Highway. We're supposed to be getting those. I think yours are coming Tuesday and mine's scheduled for Wednesday. Of course, we've been scheduling these for 3 weeks, Max.
Yes.
Here we are again. So
I talked to Donnie this morning.
I did too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm getting 14 here. What are you getting?
I'm supposed to get 21.
21.
But I'm not sure.
Sure. Yeah. So they'll be delivered in groups of 7. So we're getting those bridge beams, and hopefully
with the weather coming, they want to get on it, and they contacted me this morning, Donnie did, about the possibility of unloading them after hours tomorrow, because
yours are coming in late.
Yeah, mine coming in late.
Yeah, mine are supposed to. They're going to try to get that truck back and get it loaded so that our first load's on Wednesday supposed to come in at like 11:30, and then the second load is supposed to come in right about 5.
Okay.
So same thing for us. So I think my crew is good with moving forward on that. So we'll get those done. Okay, let's see. We've had rain. At my house we had none, but over close to the Jefferson M&M Road we had 1.6 inches along that route through there. I think 6/10 over at Nuna. So we're moving our areas around. I've got a grader down. Turbo went out of it, and now it's leaking oil all over. I think we're going to have to end up taking that one. We changed. We're doing the turbo ourselves, but we cannot figure out what the oil problem is. So we'll probably have to take that in and get it worked on. So the legislative meeting was good, Max. I think we made some deals on that. I know they didn't all believe that we need to ask for that 230 back because they're wanting to raise the cap back to the 2015. But like I said, we've got so many new legislators. It's also going to be a great learning tool. the 18th of December, I'm going to be, that's our CED meeting, all right, Max? And we're supposed to invite, I was going to invite Peterson and Pfeiffer
Yes.
to come to that meeting.
Yes.
At 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
and so I think that's
Is it the 18th or 19th?
19th, excuse me, it's the
Okay.
19th, excuse me. Yes, it is the 19th at 10 o'clock. And that is going to be to try to bring them up and give them some education on the legislatively, what counties do and why counties matter. So that's coming up. I leave for my NACO fall board meeting this week, and I will not be here Monday for the board meeting.
Okay.
So I won't, in fact, I don't get back
So you'll
till.
be gone on the 10th?
I will
Is
be
that
gone.
the 10th? I'm trying to read.
Yeah, I'll be gone the 10th. Yeah, I will be gone the 10th. I don't get home till like the 13th. So,
Till the
I
13th.
don't get home till the 13th. So, that being said, we are going to, as we all know what's going on there on San Diego and Tijuana, that's the border. We are going to tour. There are a select group of us, there's about 30 of us that are going to go. We're supposed to go tour that, so I'll see where the caravan is. So we'll see what we've got going on there. So that's part of our we're having, this is 2 meetings rolled into one. We're having the large urban county caucus meeting first, followed by the board meeting. That's why I'll be gone a
Okay.
little longer than normal. So,
Was either one of you going to the safety meeting Friday?
no, I'll be gone.
You're going to leave on
I'm leaving. I'll leave Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go down because I want to hear what they have about this state question 788.
Yeah. Paul was scheduled to go and he had to cancel because he's going to another county training. Can't remember what he's going to, but another county training program. So he canceled on that. I don't know, is Brandon going? It seems like he might have been on vacation. I can't remember Brandon.
I don't think he's going.
I don't think.
I know Sherry's going for our district.
Yeah, Alex and I are gonna go on the 18th to it's a free federal tax and wage thing.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So we're gonna run in the city. It's a 4-hour thing, but that'll be good for her and I.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
When do you leave, Cindy?
I'll leave Wednesday, the whatever day that
So you
is.
get out before the weather gets here.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
Well, they said if we get anything on Wednesday, it's probably rain.
Yeah. So I should get out Wednesday, and then I come back on that the following Thursday. So, other than that, that brings us down to item 10. I know you guys hate that.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
I'll say.
Has moved. Ron seconds to adjourn at
11:16.
11:15.
15.
11:15.
Okay.
Hey, just in time.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. All in favor?
Robert?
Aye.
Rob?
I
Aye. We are officially adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.
yes.